everybody. I'm just going to spend a few minutes just talking about the reasons why I don't believe in low calorie diets, slimming clubs. This is my personal opinion, it's just how I feel about these things. Obviously, if you're following a really low calorie diet or you're following a slimming club plan, that's completely fine. If you feel like that's what you need to be able to reach your goals, then that's fine. I will not judge anybody on that. Also, I'm not going to sit here and slag all the different plans and diets off. This is just my personal view on these things and how I feel about it. So the main reason why I don't believe in slimming clubs and diets is because they're just too restrictive. I mean, who really wants to restrict their calories that low and feel that hungry, or restrict the foods that they eat? I mean, I'm a big foodie myself. We all truly love our foods. I know I do. Why would you want to cut all these lovely foods out of your diet? Why not just enjoy the foods that you love while trying to reach your goals? So a lot of diet plans out there, they do tend to be quite restrictive, and they do tend to cut out certain food groups, especially carbs or fat, obviously depending on what plan you're following. So this tends to lead to a lot of things. This can mean that you're not putting enough nutrients into your body, or you're missing out on certain important nutrients. So you're not fueling your body, you're not giving your body everything it needs to be able to function on a daily basis. So if you're not fueling your body, this can lead to a lot of negative things. If you're not giving your body the nutrients that it needs to function on a daily basis, it can lead to you feeling very weak. It can lead to you feeling very tired, where you just can't be bothered to do things. You can't be bothered to do your workouts. You haven't got the energy to do your workouts even if you wanted to. It's long term, it's going to leave your body really undernourished. So like I say, there's no need to be cutting food groups out of your diet. It doesn't matter whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to gain weight. You don't need to cut food groups out. Get your carbs in, get your fat in, get your protein in. It's just finding the right balance. You don't need to cut any food group out completely. So low calorie diets, this is like people who tend to be like on really low calorie diets, like 1,200 calories. I'm guilty of this. I've been through this in the past. I always thought it was a good idea to eat as low calorie as possible and lose as much weight as possible, but it didn't actually work out. So if you've been on a really low calorie diet for quite some time, it can actually lead to you breaking your metabolism. It can slow your metabolism right down, which then can stall your weight loss progress. So if you've ever been on a low calorie diet for quite a while and you've been losing weight fine, then all of a sudden you just get a stall and you're getting the same number on the scale every week and you're doing everything that you need to be doing, and you're just not losing. Your thoughts go through your head, oh, maybe I should drop my calories even more. But please don't do this. Do not drop your calories even more. Instead, actually try increasing your calories. Give your body something to do. If you're not giving your body all the foods that it needs, all the energy that it needs, it's just gonna sit back and think, oh, I've got nothing to do here, and it's not gonna burn any more calories. Whereas if you put some more fuel into your body, put some extra food in there, you're giving your body something to do. It's gonna have to work harder to break down the extra food, and in turn it's going to be burning more calories. So adding extra calories isn't actually a bad thing, especially if you've been on a really low calorie diet, like I say, for some time. One of the best things you can do is actually increase your calories for a while. I will go into this a bit further in another video, maybe next week, a little bit more information there for you. But you don't need to be on really low calorie diets. You need to be fueling your body. You need to be giving your body something to do, and you need to be enjoying your foods. So another reason I don't tend to support low calorie diet or slimming plans or certain diet plans is because a lot of them do actually teach quite bad habits. Probably all been there at some point. But one of them mainly is using food as the enemy. teaching you that certain foods are bad, teaching you that certain foods are good, certain foods are bad, when in hindsight, no foods are bad. You just got to eat everything in proportion. So like, if they're trying to teach you that you can't eat this, you can't eat that, don't eat your carbs because you'll get fat, that's using food as the enemy, and it's not good. It's not good at all. And like I say, if you're on these diet plans, you tend to reward yourself with food, which is not a great example at all. So say you've done really well for a couple of weeks, or really well for Monday to Friday, and you've got to the weekend and thought, oh, I've lost all this weight, look how good I've done. I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to have that big fat greasy takeaway, or I'm going to have that big bar of chocolate, which is fine. You should enjoy these foods, but you shouldn't be rewarding your weight loss with foods. Reward it with something else. Go and buy a nice new dress, go and buy a nice new t-shirt, something that's going to make you feel good afterwards. Because a lot of the time you tend to reward yourself with foods and then you feel groggy afterwards. Yeah, you've enjoyed it, obviously, but then you feel groggy afterwards and you wish you've never ate it, and then you just start feeling guilty. So just don't do it. Don't reward yourself with food. Reward yourself with something good, something that's going to make you feel good. Okay, so a biggie of mine, which really, really annoys the life out of me, is a lot of diet plans out there that don't teach you how to keep the weight off after you've reached your goal. So you'll go through all your diet phase and you'll lose the weight, which is absolutely brilliant. And then you think, now what do I do? Do I just stay on a low calorie diet all my life? Do I just go back to eating how I was? You're none the wiser. Unless they're going to educate you on how to keep this weight off, then it's not a good plan. Like I say, it's early days for me posting on Instagram, and I'm just going through all of the fat loss phase at the minute, but I will be adding lots of other things in there. One of them is going to be including how to keep your weight off, so please keep a lookout on my page. There will be lots of posts on that. But like I say, a lot of the diet plans out there, they don't teach you how to keep the weight off. So if you're none the wiser, you're not sure what to do, and then a lot of people tend to just go back to eating how they were before they started the diet, and then they pile the weight straight back on, and then you've got to start the process rolling all over again, and it's just a never-ending cycle. You need to learn how to lose your fat and how to keep it off. And unless these diet plans are going to start educating people on that as well, then to me they're not good diet plans. So just if you are choosing a diet plan for yourself, just look into it a little bit more. Have a look at if they're going to help you long term, not just short term. As most of you will know, when you're on restrictive diets, they tend to leave you feeling pretty hungry, especially if they're really low calorie diets, or if, say, you're not eating your carbs, which can help fill you up. There's lots of diet plans out there that obviously are not quite filling. So if you're on these plans, they can leave you feeling really hungry, and you might be able to deal with it for a few days here and there, but eventually, we've probably all been there, eventually the hunger gets uncontrollable and you end up having lots of extra food, you end up binging, and then you get guilty feelings. You start feeling guilty about all the extra foods that you've ate, you start worrying, you start stressing, and it's not a good thing to go through. Whereas if you're on a proper diet plan, proper weight fat loss plan, where your calories aren't too low, they're not too high but not too low, you're going to be getting enough fuel into your body so you're not feeling that hungry. Don't get me wrong, if you've just started out on any diet plan, you may feel quite hungry at the beginning, but eventually this does settle down. But like I say, if you're on really, really low calorie diets, the hunger is just going to be unbearable. It's worth having a few extra 100 calories and not binging at the end of the week or the end of the night. It's best just putting all the good foods into your body, all the nutrients that it needs, and enough calories to fuel your body and lose fat at the same time. This is a much better approach than going on really low calorie diets and just feeling hungry constantly. So another thing I don't like about diet plans and slimming plans is that you feel like it controls you. You feel like the plan's controlling you. You feel like it's telling you what to eat and just controlling you. Whereas it should be the other way around. It should be you in control of the food that you eat, you in control at how quick or how slowly you want to lose your fat. You just need to be in control yourself. Don't let diet plans control you. Eat the foods you love and enjoy them. Don't be on these restrictive plans where they're telling you can't have this, you can't have that. Just to take control, people. You need to take control of your own nutrition. So like I say, you don't need these restrictions in your life. You need to feel happy about what you're putting into your body. You need to feel excited to eat. Stop living by restrictions. Lower your calories to a reasonable amount and just enjoy your foods that you usually eat. Just obviously smaller portions because you're on low calories. Obviously you still need to try and hit your macros and things like that to help you lose your fat, but you can lose fat with eating the foods that you love. So like I say, people, you don't need all these restrictions to lose fat. Enjoy your carbs, enjoy all the food that you love, lower your calories to a reasonable level where you're not too hungry, and just enjoy your food, enjoy your journey. Me myself, I'm a massive foodie. I love my food, I love variety. I eat different things every day. I don't cut any food groups out. Myself, I've gained little bits of weight here and there, but nothing drastically, because I've always just lived by a healthy lifestyle. I've always still, even when I've been on low calorie diets in the past, which didn't last long, I've still enjoyed all the food. I've never cut food groups out or anything like that. It's best just to keep all your food groups in there, fuel your body, lower your calories to a reasonable level so you're not too hungry. Just enjoy your food and enjoy your journey. It's a learning curve at the end of the day. It's something you should be enjoying. It's not something you should be dreading. You shouldn't be looking at your plate and thinking, oh, I really don't want to eat that. You should be looking forward to your meals. It's like I say, if you still feel like you need these diet plans and these slimming plans, then that's fine. If that's what you need in your life, then go for it. I know everybody's different. Some people need different restrictions and things. But at least give it a try. At least try the things I'm suggesting, because you can do it from home. You can do it without paying for these plans. You can do it. You just need to educate yourself, people. The information's all out there. Like I say, I'm trying to post to help. Obviously, I don't know everything, but I'm trying to educate other people in what I've learnt myself. But you can do it yourself at home. You don't need all these restrictions, all these diet plans. Just educate yourself. But like I say, I'm not slagging all these diet plans and slimming clubs off. This is just, like I say, it's just a little video just to explain why I don't support them, why I don't follow them. Well, I hope this video has been useful for some of you. I hope it's give you some good useful information to at least think about. If you would like to see some more content of mine, please follow. I'd really appreciate that, and have a lovely day, everybody.